Since World War II, eating habits in the United States have changed drastically. During this period of time, food production in the United States has moved from small farms to large industrial manufacturers. Similar increasing trends in the production and consumption of industrial foods have occurred across the globe. Consequently, the number of people each farmer must now feed has dramatically increased from 19 in 1940 to over 150 according to present-day statistics. Over the same time span, obesity in the United States has risen at alarming rates, with many states at or above a dangerously high 30% obesity rate. As problems continue to increase, health professionals are raising the alarm. Dr. Mark Hyman has been a leading voice for change.
Big food, big pharma, and big farming are driving obesity and diabetes and chronic disease across the globe. It's pretty frightening. Now, the prevention strategy is key, not prescriptions. It's not going to be found through prescriptions. Albert Einstein said the problems that exist today in the world cannot be solved by the same level of thinking that created them. We need to rethink medicine. I think the most important thing we need to do individually and as a society is take back our health. And that's in the 1,000 little choices we make a day about what we eat, how we live, who we work with, how we connect with people, and the communities we build. And those 100 or 1,000 little choices we make a day will transform our own health and transform society and create a better planet. People think that if you're just overweight, it's not a problem until you get a disease. But what I'm saying to everybody is that we're learning that 1 in 2 people in America have prediabetes or diabetes. 90% of those with prediabetes are not diagnosed. They think they're just overweight, but they actually have prediabetes. But prediabetes is not pre-anything. It causes increase in heart attacks and strokes and cancer and dementia and depression and infertility and acne and erectile dysfunction. You name it, it causes it, even if you don't have diabetes. The fat, sugar, and salt that's designed into industrial food is biologically addictive. It's not just that people like it. Yeah. It's actually like heroin or cocaine. Yeah. And this has been shown on many studies, including neuroimaging studies that look at brain patterns of addiction. So when people are consuming these industrial foods, they are literally food addicts. So I think that what happens is that our taste buds and our brains get hijacked by industrial food, and we need to take them back. And what I found in a very short period of time, when you switch people from eating junk to eating real food, their taste buds change. They begin to appreciate food. Healthy food, I'm not talking about eating sawdust. I mean, we're talking about some of the most delicious foods on the planet. Fruits and vegetables and whole grains and all sorts of magical foods that have enormous benefits in terms of health, but are also a delight to eat. Because food is not calories. Food is information. It regulates your hormones, it regulates all sorts of molecules, it regulates your genes with every bite. Not over decades, not over weeks, over every bite. So literally within a day or two, you can change the brain patterns that are going on that are driving this dysregulated appetite, these cravings, and this disruptive relationship to food. We often think about changing your diet as a weight loss strategy, but it's so much more than that. People often don't know how bad they feel until they start feeling good. And I put people in workshops for 3 days or sometimes 5 days. And in 5 days, people have dramatic changes in their mood, their depression will lift, their irritable bowel will go away, their migraines will go away, their arthritis can go away, their energy will lift, their insomnia will improve. All these things happen not in months or years, but in days or weeks. Food is the most powerful medicine. There is no drug on the planet that works as fast, that's as effective, and that is as cheap as food. I have simple rules for healthy eating, 10 rules. 1, eat foods without labels. An avocado doesn't have a label. It's just an avocado, right? There's no ingredient list. And if it has a label, make sure it has less than 5 ingredients and they're all real foods, like a can of artichokes or a can of sardines.
Also, avoid eating large amounts of processed white powders such as flour, sugar, and salt. The popular sweetener, high fructose corn syrup, is another substance you should stay away from, as well as shortening and refined oils, such as partially hydrogenated soybean oil and cottonseed oil. Another wise choice is to avoid products with ingredients you don't recognize. These ingredients are often harmful food additives. If you can't read it, don't eat it. Also avoid consuming artificial sweeteners. Aspartame and other artificial sweeteners have been shown to cause dangerous side effects. Eat food grown on a farm. Local farmers markets are a great resource, and they are quickly becoming common in many areas. Farm-grown foods are not only tasty, they are also much better for you than processed industrial foods. Though it may be tempting, soda and other sugary drinks are high in calories and offer little nutritional value. Fresh raw foods are a much better choice. And finally, consider starting your day off with protein. Protein is a great way to kickstart the body's metabolism and prepares you for the day ahead.
So I think there are some shifts that are happening where people can make different choices. And you know what? We all make choices. In America, we spend 10% of our household budget on food. In Europe, they spend 20%. In most countries, they spend more than that on their food budget. So we choose to have all kinds of stuff instead of health. That's a problem.
Make healthy choices. Be informed about the foods you choose to eat. Stay away from processed industrial foods and eat more foods that are fresh and farm-grown. Your body will thank you if you do.